Hello, Guardians. It is Ebontis, and it is March 19th. Xur has arrived on Nessus, so if you guys need to know where that is, it's up here in the Watcher's Grave. Now, if you have issues finding him, best thing you can do is close out of your game, give it a minute, and then log back in. Hopefully you'll find an instance where he is there. Trust me, I had, some issues finding him, but he is up here in this tree, which managed to survive the big tank driving through. So let's see what he has for sale this week. Hello. All right, so we got a good inventory to discuss. Remember quick that you've got your exotic engram you can buy, help get you another random roll on a piece of armor if you already have everything. If you don't, it's going to help complete your collection. Let's go over his inventory real quick. So Trinity Ghoul is the weapon this week, and it is honestly a must-buy. The Catalyst takes this really to another level when you do unlock it, so it may not be quite as good when you get it at first, but figure out how to get the Catalyst. I will have to check for sure. The Catalyst itself doesn't tell me since I've already got it where it comes from. But the idea is the weapon itself fires an arrow that splits when released. So it can kind of spread and won't do that much damage. Aiming down sights will fully draw the bow. Both decrease the spread, basically tightens up to be, the typical projectile shot. And the perk here is Lightning Rod. Precision kills grant the next shot chain lightning capabilities. So your next shot will do damage to a nice area of effect, and that's only with precision kills. The Catalyst takes that to another level because Lightning Rod now triggers from any arc damage final blow. Grenade, super. If you lightning damage another guy with the Lightning Rod damage that falls, you literally instantly pre-pocket. So trust me, this is definitely worth it. It's honestly one of my favorite bows, both this and Ticuu's Divination. Both very kind of different, both very fun. Trinity Ghoul still might actually be better than Ticuu's in the right circumstance, but overall, Trinity Ghoul, an excellent bow, and even better, top tier with the Catalyst. So for sure, if you don't have this, you gotta buy this. For the Hunters, we've got the Aeon Swift. Now, most of the time, up until, this season, I would have said, these aren't worth anything. Now we finally have the case where the Aeon set for each of the characters is actually something that can be very beneficial because you get to customize it, can have some use. It's not going to be it's not a make or break exotic, but it can definitely give you some value if you and your fire team in a hard activity are running the Aeon gear. And you've got three options you basically get to pick. Sect of Force, Sect of Insight, Sect of Vigor. Now I can do a separate video on each of these because there's a full deep dive on what they do. But as this is a 62 stat roll, it's not terrible, but not amazing. But it's an evenly balanced 14 intellect, 14 resilience, 10 recovery. It's an even one. This would be a perfect one for you to try if you don't have it already. See if your stat rolls may be better. But still, as these have been updated and they work very well with the synergy with other people in your fire team using these as well, the biggest benefits are honestly when each person in the fire team uses one of the three sects. So if one of you has Vigor, one of you has Insight, one of you has Sect of Force, they all get some cool benefits. It would take me a long time to break down everything, so I'm not going to do that here. But honestly, if you don't have them, buy them, stick them in the vault, hold on to them. They could definitely have some use going forward because the synergy is actually pretty cool. For the Titans, we've got Khepri's Horn. Your perk here is Solar Rampart. Solar damage kills recharge your Barricade, which unleashes a blast of solar energy when summoned. So if you get solar damage kills, could be from pretty much anything. Weapon, grenade, melee, super, you recharge your Barricade. When you put your Barricade up, it unleashes a blast of solar energy when summoned. So overall, if you're getting a lot of kills, putting your Barricade up, you can kill anything pretty close, get your Barricade up faster. This is actually not a horrible thing to consider if you're running in, if you are running a solar subclass. You probably aren't in a Grandmaster high-level activity. You're probably running Bubble for safety. But if you do have a solar weapon that you're using, you can still recharge your Barricade, get it up a lot more frequently. And in tough activities, having that Barricade for reses has some benefits. We got a 65 stat roll. 16 is in strength, which is going to be in big for melees, which, if anything's close, may be beneficial. Unfortunately, resilience is 8. I wish that was a little higher to give a little more, benefit to that Barricade. But you got 14 recovery, 12 discipline. Not bad overall. I know intellect's not that high at 6, but really this is more around survivability. Discipline, get those solar grenades out there. Recovery, good for recovery. Not my favorite stat roll, but if you don't have this one, and potentially you want to get your Barricade up very, very frequently, pair it with solar weapons, some of the new rocket launchers, Ticuu's Divination. You got some possible synergy here with that solar damage. Definitely check this one out if you need a lot of uses for your Barricade. Finally, we've got a very fancy piece of armor for the Warlocks here, Sanguine Alchemy. Perk here is Blood Magic. When weapon kills while standing in a rift, pause the rift's countdown, extending its duration. Further kills maintain and extend the length of the pause. So theoretically, if you plop your rift down on the ground, it could be both. It could be either one. Could be the damage one, could be the healing one, and you get kills in that rift, your rift is going to last substantially longer. Now, pair that with an 18 stat roll on recovery, which is going to help the rift come back sooner for warlocks. You've got discipline for grenades. Then the other two stats aren't amazing, but it is a 64 overall with 18 in recovery for a warlock. Don't sleep on this one. If you like your rifts, you like using healing rifts or the damage rift, and I'm just blanking on the name. Someone in chat will definitely correct me on that one. The fact that you can keep getting kills, especially you're fighting a decent amount of adds, you're fighting waves of enemies, wherever you're doing this, your rifts are going to continue to last longer. And then also with a high recovery stat here, you're going to be able to get it back sooner. If you masterwork this one and put a recovery stat in it, you could theoretically have 40, 30. No? Yeah, it'd be 30. So if you masterworked it, you'd get 2 more up to 20. And then if you put the recovery in there, you could get up to 30 recovery. That's 3 tiers of recovery. So overall, not too shabby for the warlocks. And if you enjoy your rifts, well, use this and they'll last longer. That pretty much wraps it up for Zur. He is on Nessus. Took a little while for him to show up in my game, so if you got to log out, log back in a couple times, you'll eventually find that instance he is there, but I promise you, he is on Nessus up here in the Watcher's Grave. Another reminder for you guys as well, tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central, we will be recording The Last Word episode 141. We're going to have Teasing Teddy. He's a friend of the show on. He has, like, max triumph score, so believe me, he's touched just about everything in this game. And could have a really cool surprise for you guys tonight, so try and tune in right when we're getting ready to go live. Got a cool surprise for you guys. Should be a lot of fun. So join us tonight. It's not one that you're going to want to miss. Twitch.tv/Ebontis, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central. If you guys are new to the channel and you enjoy the video, drop a like below, leave a comment if you've got any thoughts about any of the exotics listed here. And, of course, if you are new to my channel, you can also find me on Twitter. Subscribe here on YouTube. If you're new, hit that alert bell, and you might even see when I go live streaming, whether it's here or anything else. Thank you guys very much. Have a good one.